This is Dave at TitleSearch.com. If you're a new foreclosure investor, there's a couple suggestions that you might want to look into and check with some of your peers or colleagues. And the first thing is, try not to buy anything as far as an investment property through foreclosure until you can get some really good professional advice. One of the first expenditures that might be worthwhile is having a couple $1,000s available to get some advice from an attorney. Maybe not particularly on one property, but just some general legal advice about investing in foreclosures, what the risk might be, and more importantly, what the liability from that property that might carry through with it. The second thing is being able to afford some due diligence. You want to get good title searches, you want to get good title research on any property you're considering, and bearing in mind that you may look at multiple properties before you actually purchase one. But that's not a reason to try to avoid getting the research on those properties you're considering, even if it takes 4 or 5 properties to get to one. If you don't have that good due diligence and legal advice, you may run into a situation where you purchase a property that might have leftover liens. It might have maybe the mortgage that's being foreclosed is the second mortgage and the first mortgage remains. One of the things we run into quite a bit are investors who are getting legal advice from the internet or getting contract examples from internet chat rooms, or people online in certain forums that might give some advice, but maybe these people have never done a deal before and they're just telling what they may have heard from somebody else. So you don't want to get legal advice that could get you in trouble from sources that are unknown. You don't even know these people by their face. They're just a random anonymous person that's typing online. So if you want to check even further, you might want to Google their username and see if you can find their identity, and look in the land records where they live to see if they've done any kind of deals, and you can vet them as maybe advisors, so to speak. So if foreclosure investing, you're putting hundreds of thousands of dollars at risk. You want to make sure you have good legal advice, you're getting good due diligence, so you're not kind of hung out to dry if a property goes bad and then you can't go back to those people and ask them why their advice might not have been correct.